November the 21st and 22nd, 2012, witnessed the Council meeting at ministerial level of ESA, the European Space Agency. 2 days of exhaustive and exhausting talks determined the scientific and industrial initiatives that ESA will perform over the next 3 years. Of prime importance, of course, were the amounts budgeted for in this moment of global economic decline. Mr. Francesco Profumo, Italian Minister of Education, Universities and Research, had these comments to make.
What is your top-level analysis of the Interministerial Conference so far?
The result is very good. The 2 days of working have been very, very hard, but the final decision is good for the launchers, for the space station, and for all the other programs. Then I'm very pleased for the results, both from the scientific point of view and for the output from the industrial point of view.
And how is Italy going to be involved with in the next 3 years?
The involvement of Italy is quite strong. The investment of the country is around 4 million euro per year for the next 3 years. And the main project where we are involved are the exploration, the observation of Earth, the new launchers, and the International Space Station.
Here are the first impressions of the meeting from Mr. Enrico Saggese, President of ASI, the Italian Space Agency.
Well, the proceedings were quite difficult in the sense of making an agreement on all the items was really difficult, but the results were enthusiastic. From I don't know if this in English is the right word, but the enthusiasm is the real feeling that we getting out from the ministerial. I think that the major areas in which we have reached an agreement deserves quite a lot of attention. First of all, we have decided to continue with the International Space Station and with the barter element. And the barter element is one of the key points in the cooperation with NASA, because it's an element which will allow to the new astronauts to go beyond the low Earth orbit. It will happen in the next decade, but we have stated the first brick for this adventure. The second major point was the possibility to develop a new launcher. Ariane 6 will be the name of the new launcher, an efficient launcher, which will substitute in a certain way Ariane 5 and maybe even Soyuz. It's a launcher for the future, it's a launcher with a high reliability, and is a launcher with a lot of technologies which are in synergy with the Vega ones. So when we will develop Vega in the next future, we will have also a look to the first stage of Ariane 6. So again, a good results for ESA and better results even for the Italian Space Agency.
Many people were worried about budget cuts. Are you happy with the amount of money that's going to be available?
Fortunately, we were backed by our government. The government decided that we can invest quite a huge amount of money, and with a yearly expenditure of 400 million euros, which really is an important item. Is something that puts Italy again in the third role, in the third position with the countries financing ESA. So there was not the very strong competition that we had in the past in investing in ESA, but still a very good capability of investing. So this demonstrates that aerospace is still the technology for the future, the technology which will allow all of us to get out of the crisis.
How about ASI in the next 3 years? What are your major points of focus?
ASI will continue on the focus on launchers, on Vega, looking for a synergy, as I said, with the large launcher. We'll continue with the Earth exploration. We'll continue with the ExoMars, which has received quite a great impulse with the acceptance by all member states of having a cooperation with Roscosmos. So ExoMars for 16-18 has been secured. And again, I think it is an important role is back on the technologies. We have invested a lot of millions in technologies because we feel that the situation of technologies in Europe in general, maybe in Italy in particular, is not as strong as we would wish.
Mr. Saggesi, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much for your interest. Thank you.